At this point, I'm convinced Hollywood just writes made-for-TV rom-coms and immediately asks, okay, but first, can J.Lo do it? Because why was the highlight of my weekend watching Office Romance on Netflix? Listen, I don't know if J.Lo has the secret recipe for rom-com success or if movie studios have cracked the code specifically for her, but every single time she steps into this genre, y'all, she eats. And somehow, she keeps giving us stories that feel like they're in the same family as Maid in Manhattan and The Wedding Planner. Super sweet and funny, but never overly cheesy. Because let's be honest, a lot of made-for-TV rom-coms be given, we filmed this over a 3-day weekend with B-list actors and an unbelievable storyline, but still hope for the best. Meanwhile, J.Lo's rom-coms always appear well-funded and rooted in relationship stories that could actually mirror real-life encounters and not fantasy. The romance feels believable. The chemistry lands. The comedy lands. The emotional moments linger appropriately and then land. Everything just works. And after watching Office Romance, I've officially reached my conclusion. J.Lo might be the undisputed queen of main character rom-com energy. Similar, no shade, to how Kerry Washington is the undisputed queen of playing a side piece like the Rennans do. Because we know Olivia Pope had the country in a chokehold, but after watching Imperfect Women, I realized this woman has somehow turned emotional affairs into an art form.
I'm willing to try, to show up, even when I feel like a fraud, even when I feel like a monster. I am willing to give myself over completely to something good.
And by something good, she means another woman's husband who happens to be Caucasian. Also, another sidebar from Office Romance. I gagged when I realized why J.Lo's on-screen father's face looks so familiar. Y'all, it's the same actor who played her father in Selena. The second it clicked, I almost broke out singing in Spanish, yo. The nostalgia hit me like a freight train while the spirit of Como La Flor immediately consumed me. Another takeaway from Office Romance. It's a refined skill to be undisputably fine, hyper-feminine, and funny. And somehow J.Lo has mastered to do that too. Some people are gorgeous, but they can't quite land a joke. Some people are hilarious, but they aren't typically cast as the romantic lead or love interest. Meanwhile, J.Lo said, it's me why I choose. Like, Lord, is there anything the woman cannot do? And lastly, can somebody please tell J.Lo to drop the full fitness routine? Because at one point, I stopped paying attention to the plot because I was trying to figure out what workout plan I clearly missed. Only thing left is starvation, honestly, and it's not above me at that point. But overall, Office Romance was charming, funny, heartwarming, exactly the kind of comfort rom-com I needed this weekend. 10 out of 10, no.